Well, hello, sports fans, and welcome to Glen Rose, Arkansas, and it's playoff time. It's the AAA playoff. What a beautiful facility we have hosting the Newport Greyhounds in the first round of the AAA state playoffs. David Black, Brian Prince, and Hayden Schultz will join us here in just a little bit. Brian, an atmosphere that is great on their side right now. A real short crowd on our part because it was an accident on the freeway and had a lot of people backed up. Most of our fans have not made it yet.
In between the next to last and last exit in Benton, Helena, West Helena had 3 football buses involved in a wreck when they rear-ended each other, the best I could tell. And you combine that with Friday afternoon traffic coming out of Little Rock to the southwest down 30, and it's a recipe for disaster. I've had text, several tonight, talking about, hey, we're in traffic, when does it let up? It don't let up until you get past Benton. So I hope these fans go ahead and fill these stands. 3 of our buses just got here with our band, cheerleaders, and whippets. So atmosphere is fixing to pick up. The Glen Rose won the toss. We're going to be kicking off to them here to start the game.
Brian, I know that coming in, that you said you've watched a lot of film on these guys. Of course, we spoke with Coach Hansley this week, and it's a football game that you just have to play perfectly. You have to play well. You have to keep these guys off balance. You got to win a turnover game.
Yes, sir. I mean, they are a fundamentally sound football team. Of course, the first game you go to, and I haven't been down here last year, but at Prescott, I went and watched the Prescott game, and of course, they did beat Prescott.
White River Medical Center Medical Park Complex in Newport, and the forward kickoff's coming up. Hayden will be here in a little bit. We'll just call it the best I can see it, which is not very well, and the ball is filled at about the 26-yard line, and a little room to run for the Beavers, and they're up across the 40-yard line, maybe to the 41-yard line. Well, they'll start first down and 10 there, and the Newport defense on the field first.
Yeah, he brought it back from the 30. We, kind of sky kicked it, booch kicked it down there, and keeping them to 11 yards. Now our defense, we have to stay home. We have to stay in our lanes, and again, we have to play a fundamental defensive football game tonight.
And I'm telling you, I cannot see the players. We'll do the very best we can. We know it's a shotgun formation with 2 tight ends and a receiver going in motion to the right side, and the quarterback wants to throw. He throws across the middle. He's got a man wide open on the first play of the football game, and it's a touchdown.
That's exactly what we don't want to do. We've done it several times this year, is let them get behind us, and they played pitch and catch, and it's 6-0 with 11:44 to go in the first quarter.
Well, fundamentally something broke down there because the guy was just wide open. Nobody there to coverage, whether it's zone or whatever. There was no fake in the backfield. There was no, like we were going to run an option play. We just had a busted assignment right there, and quickly those guys are on top. We haven't played 15 seconds yet, and Glen Rose is already on the board. Extra point kick is up and good. And just like that, Glen Rose leads it 7-0.
We just have to not, just because they've hit us in the mouth, we got to pick ourselves back up off this turf, and now we've got to go and answer. It's just that simple.
Well, you look at a lot of film, and you got to give those guys credit for looking at film and saying, we think we put this guy in motion right here that's going to make somebody go with him, and they're going to leave a tight end wide open. It's exactly what happened. But still early in the football game, and again, we can't even see the clock. We're going to have trouble looking at the clock because a big flag that's wasn't there when we set up our equipment, but is there now. So
11:44 to go, first quarter, and they do have a pretty sound kicking game. They probably will kick it away in most of the games I've watched this week.
Arkansas Steel Associates supposed to bring you the pregame show. We had a little shortness of trying to hold up on Hayden to get here, but he'll be here momentarily. But anyway, Glen Rose leading 7-0 here early. We'll kick the football to the Greyhounds. The Hounds will get their first opportunity here. It is a high kick, it's a short kick, and it's fielded at the 26-yard line. And we're coming this way with the football and across the 30 to up to the 35-yard line and down right there.
Yeah, a little extracurricular activity going on Glen Rose side there. Officials having a visit with him. 11:42 to go. Hounds coming out with their first possession of the night. Zane Watkins over the ball. Cash Forrester, quarterback, and Joe Brodus in the backfield.
Joe Brodus will line up about the 28-yard line, and the Hounds will have to be good in the offensive line to have any chance to win this football game here tonight. Joe Brodus straight ahead. He's hitting the backfield, but he'll come across the line of scrimmage, and it was just a good outside stunt by those guys, and Brodus will pick up a couple, maybe three, depending on the spot. We'll give him three.
Hayden Schultz has entered the stadium. Give him a little time to get up here and get set up.
2nd down and 7 for the Hounds. 2 wide to the top of the screen. 2 at the bottom, and Brodus the backfield, and a pass from Cash Forster, complete. 5-yard little stop pattern for the Hounds, and it is complete short of the first down.
Nice pitch and catch right there. That was just a real good, accurate pass by Cash. And
Zaywin Smith with the reception. 3rd down and a couple here for the Hounds.
Went to the dead call. They did not jump.
Joe Brodus straight ahead. He's got a first down, plus some. Joe Brodus near midfield. And Hayden Schultz now joins us. And Hayden, did you get to see the first play of the game?
No, I didn't. I heard.
Let me give you the microphone.
Hounds with their first down of the night on the carry by Joe Brodus.
A lot of our fans were caught up in the traffic, just like Hayden was. Here we go.
1st and 10 for the Hounds, ball at the 50-yard line. Here's the snap. Joe Brodus up the middle. Tough running for Joe Brodus. Going to give him 4 on the play.
Hounds, pretty good job of picking up some of the interior guys. Somebody's pretty quick off the ball. I didn't catch a number. It was in the backfield. Their defensive line is real good. Solid football team. 4 up front.
2nd and 6 for the Hounds. Here's the snap. Cash looking to pass. He's got a man open. Julius Clark makes a guy miss. And they will give him forward progress on the play.
Another good pitch and catch.
You have to be balanced tonight.
Yeah.
You have to be able to throw and run tonight if you're going to win this ball game.
For those of you who don't know where Glen Rose is at, we're just northeast of Malvern, about 6 miles off Interstate 30.
Glen Rose football team that's been good for years. They play hard.
3rd and 2 for the Hounds. Joe Brodus at the tailback. Try to go off sides, does not fool the Beavers. And there's the snap, hands it off to Joe Brodus. Joe Brodus will have a first down. Joe Brodus makes a tackle. Joe Brodus, touchdown Greyhounds.
9:17 to go in the first quarter. The Hounds respond quickly.
42 yards from Joe Brodus, and Hayden called it. He broke a tackle after he got in the first down, but he did just exactly what John Bradley and Mark Hinesley thought that they could do. If they could bust that thing up in there and break one tackle, they thought they might have a chance without a free safety playing deep. Thought they might get some big runs like that tonight. Hounds within a point of tying this thing up.
Rolando Noguez for the PAT. There's the snap, hold, kick is up, and it's good. Tied ball game here.
Perfect kick down the center.
Hounds covering the real estate, Bratcher Real Estate at Bratcher1.com for all your real estate listings. It's an exciting playoff atmosphere. Those guys score on their very first play. The Hounds have a 3rd and 2, pick up a first down, come back, have another 3rd and 2, and get 42 yards for a touchdown. Way to go, Joe Brodus.
They did what they had to do, and that's pick themselves back up, make the score, respond, and they did it. 9:17 to go, first quarter, all tied, 7-7.
Scott Wood Ram Truck Center will have the halftime show, and we'll be looking for the Newport Auto Body Shop Collision of the Week. Football games brought to you by Sam's Diner on 2nd Street and White River Area Agency on Aging. And another Ford kickoff at Check out all the Ford F-150s. They've got some great deals on some select trucks at Harris Ford right now. Check them out.
On Oguez, the kick, high kick, going to be close to the 30-yard line, looking for somewhere to go. The Hounds are going to wrap him up right about the 34-yard line.
Much better kickoff coverage on that one. Only got 4 yards, got 11 last time.
And Joe Brodus, a 1,000-yard rusher now. He needed 26 coming in the game, and he breaks it on one big play right there.
He got it.
And Joe Brodus was the guy who led us last year in the semis. Didn't have a lot of playing time, of course, with the tailbacks that we had. And then Joe Brodus found his way, and Joe Brodus needs to have another big playoff.
I don't think he played all 10 games this year, did he?
This year?
This year he was out. Yeah. So that 1,000 yards says a lot.
Quarterback, keeper. He's hit.
Oh, yeah.
Another guy in motion that time, and they're seeing what Newport's defense will do and how they react to the guy in motion. That time he was a decoy as he was the first time. Quarterback is number 23, and he's a hoss. Not a very big guy, 175 pounds, but he's about 6'3", and he can play.
2nd and 6 for the Beavers. Ball on the 33-yard line. And there's the snap. Handoff up the middle. He's met.
There's that orange crush, Hayden. That swarm.
Julius Pruitt. And then the rest of the Hounds, Alex Emery and Dalton Phillips in on that.
8:31, I think, to play in the first quarter. Can't see it from here. 7-7 is our score.
Big third down coming up.
3rd and 4. Stay on sides. Whoa, what a big stop here, guys.
We need it. We need it.
How about a stop right here, Greyhounds?
Now the Hounds going 3 front. There's the snap. He's just going to throw a quick pass. Alberto Garcia.
Great play. I mean, knocked it away at the last second.
Alberto was about a half a second away from picking that thing off and looking for the end zone.
Yes, sir. No
Still
doubt.
made the play. Still made the play.
Will these guys punt right here? You would think that they would on 4th down and 4, and they're in punt formation. So a stop for the Hounds. Boy, I like that play. That guy was going. He was going forward when he was catching the ball. It was real quick, and the quarterback got the football out very, very quickly.
This punter was booming some in warm-ups prior to the game.
Well, good. Then maybe we're too too close this time.
There's the kick. Garrett body deep. Short punt. And it's going to take a Hound roll.
Yeah. Here
right
we go,
at the
boys.
32-yard line.
7:55 to go opening quarter. Hounds fixing to start their second possession. The game's tied 7-7.
Ben Black's Used Cars. Give him a call at 512-8429. Skycap in the Village Mall, where Sky-Fi WhisperNet is $19.99. And Dr. Jeff Angel at the Medical Park Orthopedic Clinic comes to Newport ever so often. Call 870-793-2371 to find out when you can schedule an appointment.
Here's a bunch. Trips look to the bottom of the screen. There's the snap trying to get Monquel Cox outside. Monquel cuts it back up. Monquel Cox. Great run
yeah.
from Monquel Cox.
Exactly,
right there, Brian.
That's it. You know, great minds think alike, brother.
He got 6, 2nd down and 4. The ball resting at the 38-yard line.
You know, that last drive for the Greyhounds was confidence, and you can see it right now.
They mixed the pass, the short pass, with the run. Positive plays. Can't make mistakes. Come on, Hounds. 7-7 game here in the first quarter.
There's the snap. Monquel Cox back up the middle. Monquel Cox. He's going to have a first down. Monquel just following O'Shea Pruitt right there. And he about ran O'Shea over.
Yeah, I'm just short of the 45-yard line.
I will say this about our offensive line. They're coming off the football and they're knocking people in the mouth.
Yes, sir, they are.
Well, it's playoff time.
It's playoff time.
When you take that trip over here, I mean, your adrenaline's pumping the whole time. You're just ready to hit somebody in the mouth.
We'll get all the offensive line here momentarily. 1st and 10 from the 45.
Stack look on both sides. There's the snap. Cash gonna look to pass. Cash is hitting. He's sacked.
6:40 to go here in the opening quarter. All tied 7.
Their 4 whipped our 5 that time. And you just have to overcome.
I get 2nd and 15 for the Hounds.
6:22 and counting here. First quarter. Glen Rose, Beaver Stadium.
Little screenplay here. Monquel. There's the handoff. Monquel trying to get outside. Monquel cuts back. Great run right there for Monquel Cox to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Bring up a big 3rd and 10.
Well, you got to look at something maybe in motion here. You got to look.
Here comes your screen. Because they're shooting up, trying to shoot upfield on us, so we can halt that right here.
Big 3rd and 10 for the Hounds. Ball at the 45-yard line. Trips, look to the top of your screen. There's the snap. Fake, and he's hit. We go motion fake, and then try to get the tailback out of the backfield, and their cornerback was just all over it. We missed a block there.
Great play call.
I like the play call.
Oh, yeah, great play call.
Well, again, we had a couple of guys out there. One time last week, we had guys out there to block. We just couldn't get the block made. And again, we couldn't right there, but the Hounds in punt formation. We'll punt it back to these guys. It's fun when it's in the playoffs, guys.
There's the snap. Good snap. Cash with the punt. Low punt. It's going to be fielded. He's looking for somewhere to go, trying to get outside. And then he's finally tackled.
Made it back up to the 40, yep. 5:21 and counting. First quarter, all tied. 7-7.
They're going to give him the 42-yard line. Looked like that guy ran down the 40. Or 43, excuse me.
Come on, defense. Big Kobe McCoy in.
Difference maker. 1st and 10. Ball at the 43-yard line for Glen Rose. Here comes motion. There's the snap. And he hands it off.
Yes!
There it is right there. The Hounds.
Swarming again in the backfield.
Big play right there for Dalton Phillips.
Yeah, gets them behind their sticks.
I think that's Zane out there that I thought was Kobe. Still Zane over at the left defensive end. Huge loss by the Hound defense.
2nd and 15 now for Glen Rose.
Under 5 minutes to go, opening quarter. 7-7.
Ball at the 38.
With motion to the top of your screen. There's the snap. Play action. He's looking. He's scrambling. We got him contained. He throws it. Great open field tackle right there.
Everybody stayed home, stayed in their lanes, did what they were supposed to do.
Tariq Richardson, great tackle. Bring up a big 3rd down and 10 for the Beavers.
Ben Black once again doing the camera work, the producing, the directing. We could not get it done without him. We appreciate your hard help, my friend. Dan Kopechka once again unable to attend, but he will be at next Friday's football game.
Motion him out. Now they have a trips look. There's the snap. Quarterback going to roll out. And just a handoff underneath. Miss a tackle. And he's still on his feet. And Ty Drill's finally going to bring him down. I feel like defensively we were in the right spot. We just didn't make a tackle.
Yeah, I think you're right there, and give those guys credit for breaking a tackle. And it's just a good play call. And we had it called just as well from a defensive standpoint. We just couldn't execute the play. Sometimes that happens. Give those guys credit.
Those are going to be the difference makers tonight on both sides. If they can wrap up, or
that's
if
right.
we can wrap up.
You're exactly right.
Maker.
No arm tackling allowed.
1st and 10 for Glen Rose. There's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Quarterback Keat. He has nowhere to go. There it is again. Orange Swarm, Orange Crush, whatever.
Another first down loss. We just have to keep that same intensity going 2nd and 3rd down. 3:26 to go, opening quarter. 7-7 here at Glen Rose Beaver Stadium.
Robert Turner, your financial advisor for Edward Jones and Farmers Tire Mart, along with Kenny Thaxton at the Bank of England Mortgage Company. NEDC, Newport Economic Development Commission, all sponsors here on Cable Channel 15 TV Greyhound football. 2nd
and 12, ball at the 41-yard line for Glen Rose. There's the snap. He's going to look to pass. Throws it. He's got a man. That's going to be a first down for the Beavers.
We just gave too much cushion there. We had about 12 yards of cushion on them. 2:56 to go, opening quarter, 7-7.
Well, we didn't think it was going to be a 7-7 football game anyways. We think both teams have an opportunity to put points on the board, and which defense can make some stops when they need to make stops will be the difference in the game.
1st and 10, ball at the 26. There's the snap. He's just going to hand it off. Nope, quarterback keeps it.
Almost a yard gain there.
And Coach Hinesley said 23 is the guy who makes their offense run. You might see him at quarterback, you might see him at receiver at any given time, but that's their best athlete out there for Glen Rose.
2nd down and 9. Ball resting at the 25-yard line, going in for Glen Rose.
Now under center, here comes motion. Just a handoff up the middle. Great tackle right there. And the guy who made the tackle was actually on the ground right there. I believe it was Dalton Phillips.
You're exactly right. Number 70. Under 2 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. 7-7.
Another big 3rd down here for the Hound defense. 3rd and 9. The ball just in front of the 25-yard line. Here comes motion again for Glen Rose. There's the snap. He's going to roll out. He's looking to pass. He just dumps it off. Great tackle, Julius Clark. We'll see if he's short. I believe he is.
Yep, he's going to be a little over a yard, yard and a half, almost 2.
Found a safety valve out. Probably not a primary receiver, but a good play on 3rd down and long, and it's 4th down and less than 1 here.
One of their D-line cracked back and made a good block because we were fixing to get the quarterback just before he threw it.
And Glen Rose looks to go for it here on a big 4th down where the Hounds are normally good. Ball just shy of the 15. Here comes motion. There's the snap, quarterback option, trying to get 22 outside.
Short. He's short.
Stopped him. Big play.
How about those Greyhounds?
I'll take our speed against their speed every day of the week. And we had the speed out there.
Short.
1st down, Hounds.
Hounds ball. Big turnover right there. Now you got to go put points up.
Yep, offensive line, look at them. They're motivated. They're ready to get out there.
The kids are fired up, and now look at these fans. They're getting behind them.
It's a night and day difference on our side to what it was 5 minutes into the ball game. 1:18 to go, opening quarter. It's all tied 7-7 here. Hounds with their 3rd possession of this quarter.
And Joe Brodus at the tailback position. O'Shea at the dubback.
From the 17.
There's the snap. Joe Brodus up the middle. Joe Brodus, tough running. Joe Brodus.
Just inside the 21, just over the 20. Fixing to go underneath a minute in the opening quarter. Our crowd has grown dramatically. They made it through the accident and the traffic. Still coming in.
We had 41 kids on the pet bus.
Joe got at least 3, close to 4 on that play. 2nd down and 6 will come.
Here's motion. We're just going to hand it off to Garrett Body. Garrett Body stretches out, I believe. No, they're going to mark him out of bounds.
Great effort.
If he could have just found a little crease, he had the momentum behind him. Stop the clock with 57.8 seconds to go. No, 37, excuse me. United States flag got in my way.
And that's okay.
Big 3rd and 2 for the Hound offense. There's the snap. Joe Brodus up the middle. Joe Brodus is hitting the backfield.
They're actually going to mark him back a little bit.
And 4th and 2. The Hounds could let the time run off here until the 2nd quarter.
I think it would be in their interest to do so.
And Coach Bradley just told Cash, hey, guys, just chill out. Because I promise you, nobody in the state thought it'd be 7-7 in the first quarter.
I don't think so. Well, especially after they scored as easily as they did. 7-7 at the end of one. The Greyhounds on the road playing the powerful Glen Rose Beavers. And again, we talked about it on Facebook Live. Nobody in the state of Arkansas, except the folks in Newport, Arkansas, gave the Hounds any chance to be a 5 seed and come on the road and win the football game. The Hounds are going to punt right here. We've got to hope that our defense can get us the football back. The game is brought to you by Unity Health, Harris Medical Center, by the City of Newport, the Newport Recycling Center, El Puente Restaurant, the Jackson's Funeral Home, Norman Baker Pharmacy, Merchants and Planners Bank, by Lindley Health and Rehab Center, by Mark Martin Power Sports and Marine. Check out their inventory at markmartinpowersports.com, by the Sonic Drive-In, their new location, and by Dennis Neal's All Surface Resurfacing. Give him a call at 870-664-1224. Check out the work he does on Facebook. And by Modern Woodman of America, Brenda Benish. 7-7 in punt formation for the Hounds. It'll be Cash Forster to punt.
Xavier Foster going to be the long snap. There's a snap, good snap. Cash going to get it off.
Great punt, get a roll.
Good spiral, and it's going to get a roll at the 48-yard line.
Glen Rose will take over there with 11:50 to go in the second quarter. We're all tied up 7-7 in Glen Rose, Arkansas, Beaver Stadium.
You know, the difference is in punts is they punt us down here. We don't get a first down, and we have to punt, and they get the football almost at midfield. So field position always plays a huge part in a football game. Come on, defense.
First and 10 off the 48 for Glen Rose. There's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Quarterback trying to get somewhere. And he's hit by Ty Drill Fryer and also Luke Samaniego on the tackle.
Pretty solid game for those guys. He got 5. Let's give him 6. Saw some holding there. But by and large, the officials have stayed out of the football game thus far, and I'm okay with that.
Second and 4, ball at the 46-yard line for the Beavers. And there's the snap. Hands it off again. He's hitting the backfield. Great job right there by the Hound defense. Dalton Phillips just snuck through there, slowed him down. And here come Kobe McCoy and Luke Samaniego.
Good to see Kobe involved again tonight.
And Luke.
Yep.
A couple of seniors there.
They know. Win or go home.
Yeah, those guys were our starting defensive ends early in the year. And then, you know, Luke got hurt. Kobe got hurt. Kobe just came back. Luke's been, you know, I mean, he's not 100% right now, and he'll tell you that.
Another big 3rd down and 4 for this Hound defense.
Come on, Hounds. Trip sets to the left.
There's the snap. Fakes the handoff. He's going to look deep. He's got a man. He's going to catch it, be brought down inside the 5-yard line. And just gets behind us again.
10:27 to go. Second quarter, 7-7.
Limit the big plays on defense. You can't let them do that.
He backs against the wall. Now you got to bow up and keep them out.
Try to hold them to 3 right here. Don't give in.
First to go with the ball at the 4-yard line for the Beavers. Now here comes that heavy set. There's the snap. Going to hand it off to the left. 22 looking for somewhere to go.
He's in.
And they signal touchdown, Glen Rose.
10:02 to go. They take the lead, 13-7.
So important on the next kickoff that the Hounds get good field position. They don't have to score, but you need to get good field position in case you have to punt them in poor field position.
That's flipping the field, what they did to us just a few minutes ago.
Absolutely.
The extra point, there's the hold. The kick is up.
Man, I thought we were going to get that. 14-7 Glen Rose with 10:02 to go in the second quarter. Opening round playoff. Class 3A.
Greyhound boosters include Sam Nicholson Farms, Glass Plus, Mark Manning Shelter Insurance, B&T Battery, Lou Allen and Company, John Miner Jr. Crop Insurance, and also Doyle Farms, the Doyle Family Farms, Churchman Building Center, Iberia Bank, Howard's Glass Company, Mark McGoy Farms, Purdy's Flowers and Gifts, and Sophie's Jewels at 114 Ray Street, 217-5797. Glen Rose up 14-7. Hounds need a good return here. Our deepest man is at the 2-yard line, the 3-yard line, I guess. Don't know that they'll kick it that deep, will they?
There's the kick, a high kick. Kicked over Ty Drill's head, let it roll out of bounds. And we do.
That'll bring it to what, the 35, 40, 35 or 40?
I think it's 35.
Right there. The boy can kick it a mile.
Yeah, the Hounds
need to kept it straight.
Hounds need to put a couple of first downs together right here and flip the field again, as you say. Very capable of doing that. Got a lot of guys going both ways in our offensive defensive line. And a lot of time to play here in the second quarter. 10:01.
10:01 to go, second quarter.
1st and 10, ball at the 35 for the Hounds. And there's the snap. Joe Brodus. Joe Brodus trying to get outside. Joe Brodus makes a guy miss. Joe Brodus still on his feet. Joe Brodus first down, spins off. And he steps out of bounds. Good running. Again, Joe Brodus.
48-yard line. First down, Joe.
Now let's do something with it.
Exactly. I mean, they got their 2 scores on, 2 big plays. We got our score on a big play. Now we need another one. But I'll take a sustained drive.
Joe has to come out. Monquel comes in.
Alex Emery, Connor Prince, Zane Watkins, Dalton Phillips, and Xavier Foster at your offensive line. There's the snap. Monquel Cox trying to follow him. Monquel spins off, going to be brought down about the 50-yard line.
Sure ran a long ways to only get a couple.
They mark him at the 49, just inside Glen Rose territory. .9:30 and counting, second quarter. 14-7 Glen Rose.
Second and a long 7 for the Hounds. There's the snap. Cash looking to pass. He's got Garrett. Garrett catches it. Great job, Garrett Body, to bring up 3rd and manageable.
And Cash, very good once again. Throwing the ball short, but gets you in a situation, as Hayden says, manageable. Something that you have several plays in your offensive playbook that you can get a couple of yards.
And that short pass is going to set up a long pass because they keep dunking, short. Big 3rd down to keep the drive alive.
And there's the snap. Cash going to look to pass. He just throws it to Garrett. Garrett makes a guy miss. Garrett, first down.
Just outside the 40.
Great blocking on the perimeter right there, Julius Clark. Take your guy where he wants you to go. If he wants to go outside, hey, let's go to the sideline and we'll cut up off of you. 8:38 left to play in the second quarter. Another first down for the Hounds. Ball at the 40-yard line. And Joe back in the ballgame at tailback. There's motion, O'Shea. Cash going to look to pass. Cash going to throw it. Oh! And I believe he got it. I believe that the defender right there got on Julius, maybe held him a little bit when he went up for the ball. Make it 2nd and 10. But I like the play call.
Oh, yeah.
On first
throwing it down the field.
Throw it down the field.
Yeah. Because he was open.
Yes, he was.
Because they're keying in on those short passes. We've done several of them.
And then you can burn them deep. 2nd and 10 for the Hounds. There's another trips look for the Hounds. There's the snap, trying to get Joe outside. Joe cuts it back up. Joe Brodus spins off. Another 5-yard gain for Joe Brodus.
Tough 5 yards.
And 3rd and 5, and when you're on this side of the field, you normally going to have 4 down territory.
Exactly.
So now 2 plays to get, you got to get 5.
Just under 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Glen Rose leading 14-7. We've ended up with a real good turnout down here at Glen Rose.
Here comes that diamond look. There's the snap. Going to hand it off to Tariq. How explosive he is. Tariq gets outside. Tariq runs a guy over. Tariq Richardson.
That was set up by a block by Joe Brodus.
Joe Brodus
was making, a great block down the field.
That a Newport auto body.
Big hit right there, no doubt about it.
Number 9 didn't want any part of that. Now he's switching sides. He didn't know where to go.
That was a big hit.
They're pulling him off the field. That was a great run, Tariq. One of those guys that's just energetic when he runs. He just runs just so antsy, so gitsy.
We're at the 27-yard line, first down and 10 there.
Now go Joe Brodus back up the middle. Joe Brodus. Joe still moving his feet. Joe Brodus, give him 8 on the play.
I mean, that's a hard-earned 7-8 yards right there.
Joe Brodus.
Joe Brodus.
I love saying that name, especially when he gets 8 yards a carry. Now Joe will check out of the ball game. Tariq checking in.
7:10 to play in the first half. 14-7 Glen Rose. The Hounds with the football at the 20-yard line. Second down and a couple.
Here comes motion Garrett. Fake it, and we're going underneath to Tariq. And Tariq's going to fight and get him some yards as well. I don't like that spot.
I don't like the spot.
I felt like his body was definitely over. Half his body was at least over.
6:35 and counting left to go in the second quarter. Glen Rose leads 14-7.
Still third down and 2, so the Hounds will have a couple of downs to get the 2 yards here. Let's just get it right here. Get a touchdown on this play.
And Monquel Cox checking the ball game. And here we go. Trips look again to the bottom of your screen. There's the snap. We're going to try to get Monquel outside. Monquel gets tripped up, but he's still on his feet. Monquel stretches out. It's going to be close.
I love the effort of our football team tonight. I love the effort.
Second and third efforts is what's going to help us win this ball game tonight.
Well, they're going to already call it fourth down, so it's fourth down in inches. They moved the football.
About a quarterback sneak.
I'm in as long as we get a yard.
Well, 44's out there. So if there is, 44 is going to be pushing. He's carrying or pushing.
Comes Diamond look. Now we're going to go under center. There's a snap, Cash. It's got to be a first down. We'll see where he marks it. It looks like it. First down, Hounds.
They're marking it down at the 15. Had to get to just inside the 17.
I don't know that we'd gotten it on the initial surge, but having those backs coming there and giving us that push forward got us down to the 15-yard line. First down and 10 for the Hounds there with 5:57. Is that right?
5:57.
14-7 in favor of Glen Rose.
The wind's picked up, so the flag's straight out where I can see it now. Bad on the temperature, but good for the clock watching.
Now we'll go tight end. O'Shea going to be at the nutback. Joe Brodus at tailback. And there's the handoff. Joe Brodus. Joe Brodus.
Down to the 10. Another pickup of 5. Over the right side of that line.
I'm not saying that Joe Brodus runs harder when he gets in the playoffs.
But it sure seems like it.
Golly, it just seems like he gets 5 every time we give him the ball tonight.
He has a purpose.
Second and 5 for the Hounds.
There we go. There we go.
There it is.
There it is.
And they did have a defensive end jump. It was a late call.
Oh, yeah, they had. I mean, he had to think about it before he did it. I mean, the coaches had to point it out to him.
First flag of the night?
On both sides.
I don't remember.
Yes.
Oh, other than the kickoff. Other than they had a kickoff, they kicked out of bounds. That's down to, he's short of the first down. We got to get about a half yard, so we got to get beyond the 5. We have second down and less than 1 from there. And if you get the first down, you've got 1st and goal with less than 5 to go.
Second and short for the Hounds. There's the snap. Going to hand it off to Joe. Joe's going to run over a guy. Touchdown, Greyhounds!
4:58 to go.
And there's some extra.
Yeah, he's out there.
Extracurricular?
Yes, extracurricular activity again. That's twice Glen Rose and have not been called on it.
And now we're going to talk to both teams, but our kid didn't do anything but just win the line of scrimmage. You can't come up there and knock a kid down after the kid's running back to the sideline.
Hounds are within a point of tying this thing up.
Foster, Murphy, and Noguez in that order. Snap, hold, kick is up. And I believe it is good. We're
all tied.
Hounds cover that 65 yards in real estate. Bratcher Real Estate. Mary, Carol Ann, Lauren. For all your real estate needs, check with Bratcher Real Estate. And the Hounds have tied it up at 14. And, folks, we've got a playoff game on our hands.
Yeah, Coach Hinsley's talking with Connor. I think Connor was involved. And yep, 4:58 to go, all tied. Second quarter.
Harris Ford kickoff coming up once again. Harris-Ford.com to check out all their inventory. Joe Brodus had a great drive. Tariq had a big run. Monquel had some runs. Threw the ball a couple of times. Garrett Body had a big catch and a run after the catch.
I love how we came out. I feel like we're playing Mark Hinsley's defense, and John Bradley's giving us some plays that we can roll with. I love it. Rolando Noguez, the kick is up. It's going to be fielded at the 25-yard line, looking for somewhere to go. Has nowhere, then he breaks free.
To dovetail off what you just talked about, I am thrilled how they're playing after that first play of the ball game. I mean, because a lot of times you get hit in the mouth, you fold. We picked ourselves up, took it back down the field and scored, and we played score for score with them.
We've answered on 2 different occasions here.
Yeah.
Come on, defense, let's go.
Ball marked at the 33-yard line. And Joe Brodus checking into the ball game at nose guard. I love it. Trips look to the bottom of your screen. Here comes motion. And they're just going to hand it off. He's trying to get outside. He does. Looking for some room and then finally be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Joe Brodus. Yeah.
From nose guard.
I would rather have Joe chasing down touchdowns than chasing down offensive running backs and quarterbacks myself. Exceptional athlete.
Yeah, but he don't chase him down then. We're down 20-14. Come on, defense.
1st and 10.
4:34 to go. Here's second quarter.
Here comes motion. And a handoff underneath. He's got some room. He tried to bounce outside. Tyrell's going to bring him down close to the 30-yard line. And this is how explosive Glen Rose offense can be. To where normally when we run the ball, we'll get, 5-6 here.
4:24 to go, second quarter.
And the Hounds do call a timeout.
Ryan Prince was without saying a word for the last 40 seconds, saying this would be a good place to call a timeout. How many times did you make the tee there?
My inside of my palm's hurting because my long finger was getting it.
Well, it number one, it gives us a little blow. It gives us a chance to catch our breath. Regroup. Coach Hines is in there talking to him right now saying, guys, look, we just got to bow her back here a little bit. No, we're getting a little tired. No, you guys are down a little bit. But remember, this huge drive. Every drive is huge.
Because we need to stop them right here because we get the ball coming out in the second half. We don't want come out in the second half needing to score to tie. We want to take the lead.
Oh, no, if they score here, we'll score too. There's no doubt in my mind. No doubt.
I like my philosophy better. Stop them right here.
Here's what I like. Why don't we stop them right here, go score, and then get the football back, go score and be up by 2 touchdowns. That's what I want.
Yeah, that'll work. 1st and 10.
I'm not greedy.
Here comes motion. Fight.
Hey, ball's
on the look.
Man.
And Glen Rose is going to get on it.
Nobody wanted it. I got excited.
I know when 9 goes in motion, I don't think they're going to give the football to 9. Other little speedster, yeah, they might give the football to those guys, but I don't think 9's going to touch it.
2nd and 12 for Glen Rose. And there's the snap, fakes it underneath. Quarterback looking to throw. He's just going to dump it off, has nowhere. And a big hit by Julius Clark on that quarterback. He looked up and was wanting roughing the passer.
Great hit by Julius right there, and that caused him to overthrow his intended receiver who had coverage from a linebacker, but it was late coverage by Julius. 3rd down and 12 at the 33.
And the crowd's getting behind them right now. Let's go, Hounds.
This is when we need to know, and we do know, that this is a big play in a football game.
Coach Hinesley signaling pass.
There's the snap. Quarterback going to roll out. Looking to go. He's going to throw it deep, and it's underneath, and he does catch it. 9. 1st down and more. He underthrows his intended receiver, and he comes back and just makes a play.
Yeah, give him credit. 1st down plus some.
And we didn't get beat deep.
That is correct. We had plenty of coverage there at the 11, so these guys can get a 1st down at the 1. Let's hold them right here, guys. Hold them.
3:35 to go, 2nd quarter, all tied 14.
22, power play, left side. They're left. Here they come right, trap play. Not much there.
We got somebody down. Dalton. Yep. Trying to trade.
Second and 9.
Hounds
Glen Rose
trying to get a timeout. Are we a man short?
He's trying to get outside. Great pursuit. He gets pushed out of bounds.
We're at the 40-yard line on the other end. It's kind of hard for us to see down on the other end.
It's starting about 3.
Big-time stiff arm by the running back.
Here comes Kobe McCoy in. Dalton Phillips comes out. Boy, Dalton he gives everything he's got.
And then some. 2:52 to go. All tied 14-14.
3rd and 3, ball at the 4-yard line. There's the snap, trying to get outside again. Great tackle.
Great tackle.
And there was holding on the outside of our corner. That's the first thing I looked up and saw.
It's probably about the 3rd time tonight, and I hadn't got called yet.
Guys, this is a huge football play coming up. 4th down and how many? They can get a 1st down at the 1, and I think they're at the 4. They're inside the 5. They're at the 4. They can get a 1st down at the 1.
So it's going to be
4th and 3.
And they're going to talk it over. Know that their kicker's got the leg for this.
They're down 2:14 on the clock, 9 seconds on the play clock.
Yeah, they're going to let the 25-second clock run down as much as it can to prevent Newport from having that much time, and they do.
2:04 to go. 2nd quarter, 14-14 at Glen Rose Beaver Stadium. Opening round of the Class 3A playoffs.
Guys, I'm not going to say it's difference in the game, but let me assure you, and y'all know how huge this play is coming up right here.
I'm really surprised they're not trying to get to 3. The way our defense has played with the back, against the wall.
Well, they had the ball at the 5-yard line a while ago and ran the power play just up inside of a 22. And he went in for the touchdown. And they're going to go for it. We got to prevent them from getting to the 1 yard line.
Watch the football come off low and hard.
And watch the tight end.
There's
watch the tight end.
looking.
Watch the tight end.
Incomplete pass.
Yes!
Turnover. David called watch the tight end, and we were on it.
Nothing prettier than that lead official turning around and pointing first down the other direction.
All right, guys, you got to help me here because I can't
We got
see.
2:01 to go.
How many timeouts do they have? They just took one, so I don't see it up there.
I don't see it up there at all.
Okay, so assuming they have 2 left.
I believe it's 2 apiece. We
need a first down. At the least, need a first down. What a job by the Newport defense once again.
1st and 10. The ball at the 4 yard line. There's a handoff. Joe Brodus! Joe Brodus makes a guy miss. Joe Brodus getting outside. Joe Brodus finally brought down. Give him the 32 yard line. Joe Brodus.
Man.
Joe Brodus gets the credit. Offensive line. I saw the hole open.
Yes.
From down here.
Just outside the 33, Hayden. 1:52 to go. Hounds just came off their doorstep, headed to another doorstep.
Now go score.
Now go score.
Clock started, 1:45 to go, second quarter.
And there's the snap, trying to get Monquel outside. Monquel cuts back up. Monquel getting close to the 40.
1:31 and counting. Second quarter.
Let's go score, Hounds. Let's go.
Second and the 4. The Hounds have a couple of timeouts. If you get a first down here, you get a play in quickly, obviously.
There's the snap, handoff back to Monquel. Monquel makes a guy miss. Monquel Cox cuts outside. Monquel still on his feet. Monquel Cox inside the 30-yard line. Great running, Monquel Cox.
59.8 seconds to go, second quarter.
Yep.
Greyhounds driving down to the 26-yard line of Glen Road.
Let's go, Hounds. Let's go.
John?
You know, it is so nice to be able to be excited and yell and scream because we're on our side.
Those guys want a timeout, which they're going to have to call a timeout to regroup right there, and that's a big plus. John already had the play in. The Hounds were ready to go to the line of scrimmage and execute the play. The Hounds, as you said, on their doorstep down here. I mean, right
4 yard line.
4 yard line, and Joe Brodus with a great run. And what a job then by Monquel waiting for the block. He had a cornerback there, and he just waited for the block to get there, and he just kind of made a circle, a semicircle around that guy. Tremendous job. Hounds have the football, first down and 10 at the 26-yard line with 50, how many seconds?
59.8.
59 seconds to go, 14-14, and getting the football back to start the second half. Would it or would it not be huge right here?
It's a monster, but I'm going to let you breathe for a second because I'm going to send a shout-out to my buddy that joined the 50 club today, Kevin Young, and he's battling for everything right now. And happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday, my friend.
Happy welcome to the 50 club. It ain't bad at all.
I thought Kevin's about 34, 35.
Yeah, he looks that way. He don't look my
50.
age. Thank you, David.
No, he don't look
Thanks, David. Appreciate that.
Oh, Kevin's 35.
Kevin, I don't know what you just paid for, but
O'Shea motion. There's the snap going back to Joe.
55 seconds to go. Joe got bottled up in the backfield, couldn't get loose. We take a timeout with 49.3 seconds to go, all tied up, 14-14.
Now here, you know, and of course we have another timeout left, correct? We have one more left.
Yes.
Second down and 10, and again you can stop the clock by getting first downs, getting out of bounds. You know you don't know what John has in his repertoire of offense, but you do know that he'll have some plays that are designed for these situations. Right before the half, and you know, these guys are coming at the line of scrimmage right there. They just looked like they had 5 guys down. And they're going to stop the inside run with their interior line.
Now Glen Rose subbing in some defensive linemen. And there's the snap. Try to go Joe outside. Joe leaps the guy and then brought down.
43 and counting.
3rd and 9 for the Hounds.
Go one more play before we. Hey, we don't have time to do. Let's go. 30 seconds. Second quarter.
There's the snap, looking to pass. Good protection. He's going to throw it over the middle.
19.2 seconds to go. 4th and 9 for the Hounds.
With a timeout left. If you have anything that's a crossing pattern over the middle, we got a great block, I think, from O'Shea that time. Cash had a lot of time to throw. Might have been Joe Brodus. Was Joe. If you had time to get a guy coming across the middle to this side, he may be wide open.
There's the snap. Cash has got time. Cash throws it to the sideline. Great catch.
Nope.
Nope, goes through his hands.
Hounds going to turn it out over on downs with 13.5 seconds to go in the second quarter.
And you can't relax right here. You have to be on top of your game for this next play. And you cannot get beat deep. Hounds have a chance to go in with a tie against the football team
that was a 17-point favorite.
And nobody gave us a chance. Nobody gave us a chance. Do not get beat deep, guys, whatever you do.
First and 10, ball to 25. There's the snap. He's just going to hand it off the middle, and he's hit. Great job by Hound defense.
That'll be the last play of the second quarter in the first half. We're going to go to halftime all tied 14-14 here in Glen Rose at Beaver
for our
Stadium.
Newport Greyhounds, and the Hound fans are on their feet. It's an exciting first half. We've got 24 minutes of football to play to determine who moves on in these playoffs. We've got the Scott Wood Ram Truck Center halftime show is next. Well, it's halftime here at Glen Rose, Arkansas. David Black with Richard Buffalo from the Scott Wood Ram Truck Center. And my friend, we've been talking all year long, and we finally made it to the playoffs, and it's a big time of the year all across the state of Arkansas with playoff football.
That's right, playoff, man. That's a big time of year for sure.
The Newport Greyhounds, a 5 seed coming into tonight, Richard, and playing a number 1 seed. You know, the expectation there, we don't know what happened in the first half. We certainly don't know what's going to happen here in the second half, but we certainly thank the Scott Wood Ram Truck Center and the Scott and Stanley Wood family for sponsoring our show here each and every Friday night, the halftime show. Thank you guys so very much.
Thank you guys. You know, we're just happy to be a part of the community and part of Greyhound football. So
Absolutely. We want to talk a little history, and for you folks that may not know or what a great history that you guys have had in the automobile industry, the Wood family. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, since 1939, Stanley Wood's been around, and, you know, just watching them grow in the short period of time that I've been here, in the 6 years that I've been with the company, wow, things have changed with the, you know, the addition of the 2 new stores in Southside, and now we're in Newport. Absolutely. You know, so we're continually growing, and we're trying to bring that, you know, that same kind of customer service, you know, to the Newport areas. You know, it's like we got going in Batesville, so it's exciting.
Well, no doubt when you've been in business that long, you're doing something right, and you brought it to Newport, and we're certainly thankful here in Newport. And to talk a little bit about your staff, I didn't mention that we were going to say that, but your staff here, you've got a pretty good sales force, and you guys are putting units on the street.
We do. Of course, you know, for those who don't know, we've got Kyle Garner. He's been in sales. He's been in management. He's internet. He's done a little bit of everything. So, you know, Kyle's real knowledgeable. Of course, he's from Newark.
Right.
And then, of course, we've got Robbie Slagley, and, you know, and he is from Swifton.
That's right.
So, and then we've also got Garrett Oliver. He's from Grubbs. So we've got a pretty good staff as far as, you know, people that can relate to the people in the area. Garrett knows a lot of people from this area as well as Robbie. So it's nice to have those connections. But, you know, I'm originally from Carlisle.
Right.
Moved to Batesville. Now I'm actually living in town. But, you know, I've been impressed with just how nice everybody in Newport's been. You know, very welcoming, and you know, you talk about, you know, you never meet a stranger. Everybody's been that way that I've dealt with, so it's been nice.
Well, there's a lot of good folks here, a lot of good folks in Batesville and Independence County, a lot of good folks in Newport, and you know, it was a big rivalry for many, many years, and you know, the older people that were, and I'm 61, I qualify for being one of the older people, but you know, I have a lot of great friends in Batesville, Arkansas, and you know, the old rivalry stemmed from a Thanksgiving football game many, many years ago. We hadn't played one since 1968, and so, you know, that rivalry, and it was a bitter rivalry at the time, but you don't have that anymore. I mean,
no.
the folks love the folks in Newport, and lots of folks from Newport drive to Batesville and do business. Lots of folks in Batesville drive to Newport and do business. And,
That's right.
And no doubt that Scott and the family looked at Newport, Arkansas, and said, boy, it'd be a great place to put a Ram Truck Center in. We sell new pickup trucks, and we sell these are some of the best built pickup trucks in America. Talk a little bit about them.
They are. I mean, you know, you look at trucks that are on the road today, any brand you look at, you know, one thing everybody's going to have, quality. You know, what sets the Ram apart from that is the fact that the styling that we have. Mm-hmm. You know, you look at a Ram truck, you're like, that's a truck I can go work in, or, you know, it's nice if I could go out to dinner in it. You know, I mean, nice products. You know, you talk about new, we've got some really nice pre-owned vehicles too, cars, SUVs, a little bit of everything. And that's one thing we're trying to do with the Ram Truck Center, you know, bring to this area, you know, the new Ram trucks for everybody to look at and to buy, but also the pre-owned, because we know a lot of people, you know, they like to buy a pre-owned versus a new. So, you know, you got to have those options for everybody. Very viable dealership. We've talked a lot about financing here on this program. Lots of financing available. Great inventory. And we want to talk about the website, because that's where all of our inventory is. You can circle around our building here, or you could drive to Batesville and look, or you could get on the internet and you can see them all. That's right. ScottwoodChrysler.com. Go check them all out. Looking on new, just click all new. You want to look for used, click all used. And you know, and we also like to hear back from customers too. You know, if there's something that, say you've been by a few times, you haven't seen something you've been looking for, stop in and tell us. You know, we can get it there. So, well, there's no doubt that you guys are doing a great job, and we appreciate you being here in Newport. We appreciate you being the halftime sponsor here and for Greyhound football. We hope the second halves are great when we hope the Hounds win, where we can continue doing the halftime report. Richard Buffalo, Scott Wood Ram Truck Center in Newport, Arkansas. My friend, thank you, sir. Thank you. And here we go. We're just about ready. We're a minute 20 away from the second half, and you know, we talked about how proud we are of the Hounds, and you know, we've played half of what we need to. We get the football here, and coming in, guys, again, field position will be huge here to start the third quarter. Brian?
You know, we've done a real good job with ball control, and I think that's going to be the difference in this game, is controlling the clock, you know, getting behind our running backs, and you know, just keeping it away from them. And we can do it with the drives we had. Like, I mean, we come off our 4-yard line and drove it down the field. I mean, we can do those things, and I think that if we control it, hang on to it, don't put it on the ground, we've got a better than average chance to win this ball game.
Hayden, what we got to do to win it?
Joe Brodus. Feed Joe Brodus. Defense going to take care of themselves. Defense, I know what Coach Hinsley just told them. Them boys are fired up. Give the ball to Joe Brodus. Let Joe Brodus take this game over, because I promise you, this second half, that's who we're going to put it on right now. It's going to be Joe Brodus.
The Hounds will receive the football. You've got a kicker that I did not watch him in warm-ups, but apparently he can go the distance and kick it in the end zone.
He can. And 7, 2, and 4 that are going back for us, all 3 of them can take it to the house. They have that kind of speed.
Well, I'm just excited that the Hounds are playing as well as they are, and I think the one thing that I'm most proud of at this stage, and I'll be proud after the game regardless of what happens here, is the effort by our kids. And let me say this, Glen Rose, they haven't, I mean, we're a 5 seed. Let me tell you what, they got a bad draw.
I guarantee you they're scratching their head going,
they got a bad draw.
They ain't been played this tough.
No,
this
sir.
close.
No, by anybody.
Prescott was it.
And here's the kickoff. He's going to kick it deep again to the corner. Tydrell goes over his head. Now he's going to try to pick it up in the end zone. Tydrell still on his feet. Tydrell still on his feet. Tydrell!
Oh, man.
Tydrell, get outside! Tydrell Fryer still on his feet across the 50. They've got blocking. Tydrell Fryer, get in the end zone, young man.
Unbelievable!
Hey. What'd I say?
Unbelievable!
What did I say?
Unbelievable! He fumbled it at the 5. He booted it at the 4. He kicked it at the 3. Then he picked it up and he got hit at the 7-yard line and he was going down. And there was no doubt about Tydrell Fryer going to go the distance to give the Greyhounds a lead. And these people from Glen Rose are stunned. What a tremendous effort. As fine a return as I have ever seen in high school football by the Newport Greyhounds. No way that could happen there, especially after he booted it. No
I thought
way.
he was down at the 2-yard line.
No way. But way.
Foster, Murphy, Noguest. Snap, hold, kick, good. Let's go defense.
11:37 to go in the third quarter. Your Hounds take the lead for the first time tonight, 21-14 on a 98-yard kickoff return that you wouldn't believe it if you hadn't saw how he was backed in that corner.
I don't see real well, but what I really thought I saw was him get hit about the 7-yard line. I thought, well, my goodness, it's better than the 2, because I thought they were going to get us at the 2.
When he started cutting cross backfield, I was like,
you could see it.
Just go up north,
You called
just
it.
Get tackled, and then he breaks a tackle.
Oh, yeah.
Like, uh-oh.
Here he comes.
Uh-oh.
And I tell you, we're in their head because during the run back, I saw one of their players grab one of our players by the face mask and pull him to the ground. And that's just because he's in disgust.
Well, I'm sure that these guys, even against Prescott, and they beat Prescott by 10, it's been a long time since these guys have been behind. Of course, they didn't lose a football game this year. They lost to Bauxite 20, I think 23-22.
Yeah, it was close at the opening game. Yeah.
A lot of pressure in the playoffs, though.
There's a high kick. He's going to fair catch it at the 33-yard line. Let's go defense.
How about a turnover right here, guys?
Oh, no, that's a bad spot there.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's all right. Here we go. First down and 10 instead of the 33. It's going to be, near the 35.
Yeah.
He caught it at the 33. But anyway, got to play defense. Kobe McCoy's out there.
Hound's going to go 3 front. Zane Watkins, Alex Emery, and Kobe McCoy. James Dixon going to walk down on tight end. Trip set to the top of your screen. Here's the snap. He's going to look to pass. He's just going to throw it out in the flats. We'll see if they complete. They're going to say he caught it. Tough to see from over here.
Pick up a 5.
Sound like he looked like he was just about to sit down as he caught it. 11:14 to go in the third quarter. Just getting underway.
Make them earn every inch.
Here comes motion. Bottom of your screen. There's the snap. Go handoff. He's hit. Great job for the Hound defense. Another third down. Let's go.
Third and 4 coming up.
Pickup of 2.
Ball at the 41-yard line, just short of that, the 40.5. Third down and 4. And another big defensive play for the Newport Greyhounds. Our fans will be on their feet, we hope.
Here comes defensive chance. I hear it. Let's go, Hounds. Let's go. Trips to the bottom of your screen. There's the snap. Quarterback looking to pass. He's going to try to scramble. He's hit. Great job. Going to bring up another 4th down. Here we go, Hounds. Let's go.
Great coverage there that time by the Hounds. We had them covered up all in the secondary. I was watching there and didn't see the sack. 4th down for Glen Rose, a punting situation.
And they will bring the punt team out.
Yep.
4th and 5.
Watch the ball.
Nobody's on 9 down here. Now we have somebody on 9. Watch the fake, even though they have the ball at the 40-yard line.
Especially with 23 back there. There's the snap. He will punt it. Good punt. And it's going to take a Glen Rose bounce. And then some extracurricular once again.
Well, we've seen it all night, and our coaches are asking about it. Hounds will have the football where?
Just inside the...
It's inside the 10-yard line, it looks like.
How about Joe Brodus for 90?
How about it?
Ball on the 9. 9:37, 8:37 to go in the third quarter. Hounds up 21-14.
How about a long 7 right here? Let's take 7 minutes off and get 7.
I'm for that. Yeah, we don't have to score quickly, do we? Take our time.
Trips to the bottom. Joe Brodus at tailback. There's the snap. Cash bobbles it. And he's hit just short of a safety.
Yeah, about the 1 yard line. High snap. Just couldn't get squared away.
Well, you go from the 9 to the 2, maybe the 3. Can't see from here.
2 yard line.
2nd and 18.
We've been on the doorstep before.
Yes.
There's the snap. Gonna hand it off to Joe. Joe runs the guy over. Great effort right there for Joe Brodus to get to the original line of scrimmage. Maybe a little short.
Clock moving here in the third quarter. Hounds up 21-14. Time.
8:39.
3rd and 10 for the Hounds.
Without a first down, you know that on a punt that these guys are going to get great field position. Hounds need to move the chains if possible.
There's the snap. Joe Brodus is hit. Joe Brodus is still on his feet. They finally will blow the whistle dead. Bring up 4th down.
Just going under 8 minutes here in the third quarter. Hounds up 21-14.
George Kell Motor Company player of the game. Subway coaches report at the conclusion of this football game.
Ball at the 14. There's the snap. Good snap. Cash going to kick it. Good kick for Cash. Give us a good roll. And it does. To the 50-yard line. He's trying to get outside. Great job, Clemmy Alcorn down there and make a tackle.
In Newport territory, but all in all, from where we were, not too bad. It's got to have the defense hold again.
Glen Rose will start this possession with 7:29 to go in the third quarter. Greyhounds leading 21-14. Just inside the Greyhound 40-yard line.
Ball at the 39, 1st and 10, the Beavers. And there's the snap. Quarterback's trying to keep it up the middle. Quarterback, great tackle, Julius Pruitt.
Everybody staying at home, making good tackles right there.
He gets a couple, 2nd down and 8.
Yeah. Colby is playing hard. It's his, he's just thrilled to be back playing senior year.
2nd and 7 for Glen Rose.
Just under 7 minutes to go, third quarter.
There's the snap. Quarterback looked to pitch, but he doesn't. Spins off. Going to be short of a first down. Bring up 3rd down.
3rd and a couple. About a -6.
Another big 3rd down. Let's go, Hound defense. Quarterback going to be under center. There's the snap. Just a toss play. Trying to get outside. He does it. And he just breaks a tackle. He's going to get a first down.
That's when you got to wrap them up. Had them stop 3 or 4 yards and with the initial hit in the backfield.
23-yard line, first down and 10, those guys. Just great effort on their running back. We're at the 6:05 point of the third quarter. Hounds leading 21-14. Would it be too much to ask for another stop?
Here's a handoff going up the middle. He will get a first down.
Tyrell Fryer on the stop.
First and goal, maybe. Where's the ball?
No,
looks like it's on the other side of the 10. There's the snap. Going to try to get outside with 2. He's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Glen Rose.
5:34 to go. Glen Rose scores to cut it 21-20, pending the extra point.
How about a block PAT?
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
I'd take it. It's your turn to call one, too.
Block PAT. Here we go.
There you go.
There's snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good.
Well, it was close.
We were close.
We were close. 5:34 to go in the third quarter. Tied 21-21.
What a game. What a football game.
Both teams have answered.
Absolutely.
All night
An
long.
answer. Yes. Tyrell Fryer with a spectacular run on a kickoff, and then these guys, after we hold them, they get the great punt, and then we have a snap that we didn't handle well, or high snap, or whatever the case may be. We had the ball at the 9-yard line, but it took it down to the 2, and it really, really, really affected the course of that drive, or what you could do on that drive. And so the Hounds need good field position here. Field position is crucial in a football game like this.
At this point in time, you got to be watching for onside kicks and everything.
This part of the game, it's going to start getting chippy with a lot of hits after the play, so watch both of that as well.
They're offsides by a yard. Guy reached for his flag.
Put it back.
And he put it back.
And Tariq going to try to get outside again. Tariq cutting back field. Tariq still on his feet. Tariq making guys miss. Tariq one tackle away, and we were going again.
Well, this guy had a flag, and he had it out.
And we got somebody down with a bad leg.
Looks like Tyrell Fryer.
Guy was 1.5 yards offsides on the kickoff. The official standing right on top of it. He didn't call it. He reached for his flag. He got it out, and he put it back in. Waiting on Tyrell, boy. He'll afford to lose anybody in this football game. Tyrell is such a big part of our defense. Ben having a little fun with the girls. We'll put you on TV if you promise you'll sit down here in a minute. Tyrell is
not what you want to see right there.
no, absolutely not. Next man up. Tyrell Fryer, big senior. What a
Look at his leg. Look at his leg.
wow. Hate to
I think
speculate on.
if it had been broke, I think they'd had to cart him off.
Hate to speculate, but
It looks bad.
obviously devastating injury for Tyrell and the Hounds.
There's a snap. Joe Brodus Nowhere for Joe Brodus to go there. This is where they're going to start crashing.
Yes.
And this is where you got to pull cash one out. Even a play action bootleg, something out in the flats, something different that they haven't seen tonight. Second and 10 for the Hounds. There's the snap. Cash going to look to pass. He's going to throw it to Garrett. Garrett makes the guy miss. Garrett body. First down and more. Great job right there. Great
big
pass,
play.
great catch.
That's a big play right there.
Huge. No doubt about it. Time 4:44. Playing the third. 21-21. We're tied. The Hounds with the football. Can the Hounds answer here?
We're at 4:44 to go. Third quarter. All tied.
First and 10. Here comes motion. Snap, handoff to Joe. Joe still looking. Joe gets tripped up.
Just keep pounding away at him.
You got 3+.
And we know what he can do. 4:29, third quarter. Hounds on the move.
Make positive plays. No negatives here.
Second and a long 6. Here comes motion. High snap, going to give it to Garrett outside. Garrett looking to cut back. Garrett body hitting the backfield.
You got to keep going.
That's where the crowd's at. You want to run away from the crowd. Under 4, third quarter.
We lose yardage. Going to bring up third down and 9. A little missed timing there.
Yep.
Didn't quite get it.
Especially when you come in motion like that. Timing is key. Big third down. Here's the snap. Cash going to look to pass. Cash going to throw a bullet through Julius Clark's hands. Incomplete.
Almost picked off.
Little behind Julius there, but Cash had a lot of time to throw. Like the play call, it stops the clock with 3.5 to play in the third. Hounds will punt. And if you can cover a punt here, you can flip the field. And, of course, we're not going to kick it to this guy. We'll kick away. Times tonight that Cash punted, he's punted to his left.
There's the snap. They're coming to block it. Cash does get it off. He does pick it up. Flemmy Alcorn there again.
Might have been partially blocked. So your defense has got to make a stop here. You don't have to, but I mean, you certainly, from a momentum standpoint.
And Tydrell's coming back out at safety.
Looked like he had him a bad cramp. They were working him over good here in front of the bench.
Zach Hoyt does a great job with that and so many other things that he does for this football team, also any sport.
It's either a quarterback draw or a guy in motion wide left. There he goes.
Quarterback goes up the middle.
Going to pick up 4, make it to midfield. Fixing to go under 3 minutes in the third quarter, 21 all.
It's been a great football game. Plenty of time left, a quarter plus 3 minutes.
Second and 6 for Glen Rose. There's the snap. He's going to look to pass. He's going to look deep. He's going to throw it deep. And a great catch right there by number 9.
And he
spikes the ball at the end of the play.
And no.
That's a flag.
I cannot believe they did not throw a flag there. Unbelievable. The kid caught the ball and he came up and he spiked it to the turf as hard as he could.
You can't do that. No.
And again, an official right on top of it.
Same official
that missed the call up here earlier. Throw your flag, buddy.
There's the snap motion, and he's going to ride it. He's going to get inside the 5-yard line.
(21-21) our score. Glen Rose knocking on the door once again inside the 5-yard line to the 4.
Going under 2 minutes in the third quarter.
There's the snap. Fake handoff. Quarterback going up the middle.
He got hit.
Tyrell Fryer.
Big Newport
collision.
Newport Auto Body Shop collision. Tyrell Fryer, who we didn't think just a few minutes ago we'd see him for the rest of the game.
Second and goal.
From
137.
The 3-yard line. For the Beavers. Come on, Hounds.
Power set.
Oh, that's got to be a
go.
false start. And they do call it. Back them up 5.
Big difference between.
They said 3. The scoreboard said 3. Let's see where we can get a better angle here. Yeah, it's back to the 6 right here. So they had it on the 1. So it's still second and goal to the 7.
Just outside, in between the 7 and the 8. Big 5-yard penalty.
Here comes motion. Fakes the handoff. Quarterback going to try to roll. He's going to throw it to 9. 9 makes the catch. Touchdown, Glen Rose.
Just great execution. Good coverage by the Hounds. Not a lot you can do there.
But how big is the non-call on the spiking of the ball?
Well, it's huge. And you know, obviously, I mean, honestly, before that, the push-off from the receiver on our cornerback. You'll see it in the film.
Snap. There's the kick, and it is blocked. It's going to be short. No good.
No
Woo!
good.
That's big.
Attaboy.
That's big.
It's a momentum play right there. Didn't see who got their
That's
hand on it.
effort right
Julius
there.
Clark.
1:18 or 18?
That would be 1:18 to go in the third quarter. Glen Rose leading 27-21 after a blocked extra point just now.
Hounds have got to find some offense. We've got to find something where we talked about riding Joe Brodus, and these guys defensively have made some adjustments to where they're saying, we're not going to let you ride Joe Brodus. So you got to do something to get the football a little wider, maybe with some speed, maybe with some misdirection. Cash still throwing the football exceptionally well. We're in the playoffs.
Yeah, you can tell that by the temperature.
Yes. This guy's offsides again right here.
Offsides
Yes.
again.
Yes,
And
he
they
finally got
They
it.
finally called it.
Yeah.
They throw the flag.
It's a dead ball.
And he made the call, and it's the head official that is the one that's supposed to signal the penalty to the box.
Coach Smith, one of the assistant coaches, is over here telling me. Hey, last time he did it, so this time I'm watching too.
Absolutely he
And
was.
he let him know, and he called it.
Well, when you're standing right there on it, I mean, you can't miss that.
And their coaches are all on the field again.
(27-21). In favor of Glen Rose.
Still expect anything in this ball game. You never know. They're going to pooch kick it to Alberto Garcia.
Straight ahead.
Alberto Garcia, great return to about the 45-yard line. Great job, Alberto.
And the field position is what the Hounds needed instead of kicking deep, and we have to run it 40 yards to get up there. We have the football, 1st down and 10 from the 46, and guys, we must answer.
That's right, 1:11 to go, 3rd quarter.
We need to answer. We don't have to answer. We need to answer.
We kick that extra point, it's going to be a difference maker. If we make that extra point, it's going to be the difference maker. I'm telling you. That 1 point. That 1 point, just listen.
I'm with you.
We go down here and score and get that PAT. Watch. 1st and 10 with the Hounds. There's a snap going Monquel. Monquel makes a few guys miss. Monquel will get over midfield. Great run, Monquel Cox again.
And it's all effort. It's just effort. I've seen it all night long from our kids. Our kids have played with reckless abandon defensively. They played very, very smart offensively. It's just been a tremendous effort on our kids. Our coaches have gotten our kids to playing at 100% on almost every play.
Absolutely.
45 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter, 27-21 Wheat Trail. Hounds on the move, 2nd down and 3.
There's the snap. Cash going to look to pass. Trying to go out and up there. And he does. Garrett Body still on his feet. Touchdown, Greyhounds.
And you called it earlier.
Let's go, Hounds.
You called
touchdown, no flags.
You called it earlier that play was going to set up a down, out, and down. Cash Forster put it on the money and under double coverage, but he got past both of them. He put it right there where nobody could catch it but Garrett Body, and he did just that. And the Hounds do answer against Glen Rose.
How big again, and you hate to talk about penalties, but the offsides make them re-kick it. They pooch kick it. We get great field position, and there you go.
What a call by John Bradley. Hayden had called it earlier.
Snap, hold, kick is up. It's good. Let's go, Hounds.
28-27, Newport leads with 23.1 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
Let me tell you what it does, and you know, both of you guys have played. You're tired, and you get tired in the 3rd quarter as you go.
Absolutely.
You try to conserve some energy in the 3rd quarter because you just have to. You do have some arm tackling because you're tired. You do have some. Sometimes you just have to take some plays off. We talk about our outstanding effort, but what this does right now for the Hounds is you forget about how tired you are. You just forget about the cramps. You forget about you're out of breath. You forget about being tired and exhausted, and you play at a different level. The Hounds have an opportunity here to win this football game. If they win it on guts and guts alone. Holy smokeroo.
Guarantee you, everybody that's tuning in this game looking at this score is like, uh-oh.
We knew coming in that the Hounds were a very good 5 seed.
Yeah, you said last week.
There's the kick to the 35. He's going to get across the 40, mark him at the 41.
Last Friday night you said when they look at Newport, a number 5 seed, nobody in the state is going to want to face Newport as a 5 seed.
That is correct. Tough draw for these guys. Tough draw.
Now we got to play defense. We can't let that aerial attack keep attacking us.
You've just got to find something. You just got to dig down there deep and find some extra. You got to find some extra here, Hounds.
Quarterback sacks.
There's the snap. Go long. He does it. He breaks a tackle. Then he's hit by a host of Hounds.
The crush is back.
It's going to be a loss. And it looks like Glen Rose is going to take the quarter.
That'll be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
You could ask anybody in the state of Arkansas what would be the score coming in the 4th quarter at Glen Rose Newport. I guarantee you, nobody that's wearing orange and black said 28-27 Hounds. Nobody.
Well, I'm telling you what, guys, we got an opportunity here. Like our chances, like our football team, it's all. You just have to find it. You got to summons it from somewhere. You got to dig deep. You got to reach in that little old black bag and pull out a little extra. You just got to gut it out right here. It's in our grasp. A football game.
You got to win this 12 minutes or you go home. And it's all about 12 minutes.
You win these 12 and you're going home, all right. You're going home winner.
Yeah, you go. There's a big difference between going home and going home.
That's right. That's right. Guys, for 3 quarters, tremendous effort by our football team with the lead going into the fourth quarter.
But I promise you, and we were kind of alluded to it in the beginning, I guarantee you all of our thoughts and prayers are with the West Helena football team, because the adversity they were just faced with this afternoon is unlike anything you want to go through, because when my son Austin was a senior, they had a wreck out on Interstate 30 prior to their pregame meal and had to play that night.
Here we go, 2nd down and 11.
There's the snap. He's looking to pass. He's pressured. They're going to throw it underneath, but there is a flag. Defense is finally going to get him down. We'll see what the flag is. It looks like it's going to be a hold.
Yep, Kobe's signaling hold on him. Boy, he's motivated. I tell you what, folks, Zane Watkins, he has improved every game on both sides of the ball. When he started out as center this year, his snaps were a little high. He kept working, got his rear end down. You know, he has improved so much.
Big penalty will move it back to what yard line and how much distance they have to go to the 49
it looks like
yard line.
The 28-yard line.
28, and 22, and 23.
So
23.
Yep.
2nd and 23.
Trips to the bottom of the screen. There's the snap, and he's going to roll out here. We bring pressure. He trips up. Now he's looking. Oh,
there's that sack I wanted right there. Coverage sack. Coverage sack.
Yes,
too.
It was. Everybody was covered up. Everybody was covered up, and we had guys coming. O'Shea finally runs him down, and now 3rd down.
This is one of those you cannot let them get behind you. And if they're in front of you and they catch it, you have to make the tackle there. No yards after catch. 11:21 to go, fourth quarter. Your Hounds are up 28-27 on a block extra point.
Trips to the top of your screen now. Here comes motion.
The tight end.
They're going to fake. He's going to look deep, and he's going to throw it deep. Tydrell Fryer goes up with
interception.
Interception, Hounds.
Great. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There's your pick, Ben Black. Ben Black called it. He's been standing back here hollering Oski. The last 2 plays, he said Oski. For you Greyhounds, that's interception, baby.
And Tydrell Fryer, the guy that we thought we had lost 15 minutes ago for the rest of the game. What a defensive interception by Tydrell.
His 2 plays are outrageous right now. The kickoff return and the interception with 10:58 to go in the fourth quarter. Hounds leading 28-27. Now we need us a good scoring drive.
Long scoring drive. Let's go, Hounds.
You know what I got to say?
You got to find it, guys.
Joe Brodus.
You got to find it. You got to find it. You got to dig down deep.
Offensive line's got to do it.
And there's the snap. They're going to go Joe Brodus up the middle. Joe pick up 1.
You just got to find it. You got to stay on your blocks.
We're going, keep that clock running, and we're going to find somebody to sneak down that center of the field, and we're going to throw a pass, or we're going to get that screen.
To Monquel.
Monquel works for me. John Bradley's got it over in his hip pocket, and he's fixing to pull it out and play it.
Glen Rose having trouble set up. 2nd and 9 for the Hounds. Now looking to pass and going to throw it. I believe he was hit before the ball got there. No flag on the play. It's going to be incomplete. That stops the clock at 10:22 here in the fourth quarter.
Glen Rose defense the last couple of times been pretty solid other than giving up the big pass to Garrett Body. At least the Hounds are in a position here where if they don't return a punt, you think you could flip the field some. But let's get 9 and get a first down. 3rd and 9.
There's the snap, going to fake, and then they're going to dump it off. And then he is brought down.
Well, it's kind of like they knew that play was coming. So a punting situation for the Hounds with 10:08 to play in the football game, leading by a single point, 28-27.
They have so much pursuit upfield right now. We've got to do something when we get the ball back to counteract that.
If you're going to run the screen, don't run it when they know. I like a screen on first down or something. 4th and 8, the Hounds will punt. Foster going to be your long snap. Forrester going to be your punter. Good punt for Cash. Going to be a low punt. Take a Hound bounce. It's going to be close to the 30-yard line.
Looks right around the 31. Yep. 9:34 to go, 4th quarter. Hounds up 28-27, going on defense. Need to shut them down again right here.
Hound defense. Step up again, Hounds. Let's go.
Hounds were hoping to run some clock on that drive, and we didn't get a lot of clock moved, but we flipped or flopped the field.
There's the snap. Going to fake it. Quarterback going to go up the middle.
Good job, defense.
He's going to pick up a few on the play.
Going to get at least 3.
Second and 7. Ball at the 34-yard line for the Beavers. There's the snap. He's going to look to pass. He's looking. Now he's flushed. Out of the pocket. Just going to throw it. Incomplete pass.
Oh, we had a chance to pick it.
Yeah, almost. Tyrell almost had one again. 8:53 to go. 4th quarter, Hounds leading 28-27.
And 3rd down and 7 coming up. Ball at the 39-yard line, 34-yard line.
34.
Great crowd we got here tonight. Every one of our fans are standing up. That's excellent. Here's the snap. He's going to look to pass. He dumps the screen off. Kobe McCoy. Great job, Kobe.
Great job.
Snipped
4th
it out.
down.
He's going to be a couple of yards short of the 1st down, and will these guys go for it? 8:40 to play.
Well, with all their timeouts left, and
There's 4th and maybe 3, at least 3, maybe 3.5. I don't know that they're going to punt here, guys.
I think they're going to call a timeout.
I'd go out there, dead count, timeout, and then I would punt. That's what I would do. Now, I don't coach for Glen Rose.
15 on the play clock.
They do have their punter out there now. But watch the direct snap to 23.
You're right.
He's wanting to hurry.
Yeah, 3-2.
They will have to call a timeout.
Well, let me tell you what, that tells me something. That tells me something on 4th down and 3. If they call a timeout there and they burn one, it's because they're not going to punt. I think they would have just taken the 5-yard penalty and punted the football. I think you're going to see a fake coming up. Not sure, but why else would they call timeout there?
That's true.
If you're going to punt, that 5 yards doesn't make it much difference, especially when you're trailing the football game and you burn a timeout when you really don't need to burn a timeout.
They looked confused all the way around.
Right. And 23 is out there directing traffic.
Absolutely.
Get down, get down.
Yeah, he was wanting, you're right, he was wanting the ball then. Now they're talking, what are we going to do, boys? 8:03 to go, 4th quarter.
I think it's coming. I think they're still going to fake. And I think we're going to stuff them.
If you fake.
I'd imagine they'll come up and go, shotgun or under center now that they've taken the go with a call play.
One of the sayings is always, if you fake, then you're scared of the other team. If you have to run a fake play, you're scared of the other team. You cannot beat them line up straight up. And I guarantee you Glen Rose is scared, and they've got a different looking punt formation set up.
Boom.
High snap. Punter's going to keep it. Now he's going to punt it. Low punt. Going to take a Glen Rose bounce, and Garrett's just going to let it fall in. Side the 10-yard line, right at the 8-yard line.
7:50 to go, 4th quarter. Hounds take over on their own 7-yard line.
You got to run some clock. You got to get some positives. You got to run some clock, and you got to get yourself in a position.
This is where Joe Brodus is most dangerous, is when he's coming off of that goal line up the gut.
Need a good push. Ball at the 7-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Hounds.
You got to get bodies on these guys.
There's the snap. Going to go Joe Brodus. Joe Brodus has got some room. Joe Brodus cuts back. Joe Brodus 1st down and more. Great run by Joe Brodus.
He is just so dangerous there.
Now, we got to run clock. We got to run clock right here.
Yeah.
You don't snap that thing unless it's 5 or under.
This is usually where Cash is at his best managing this clock.
He is.
He is a game clock manager.
25-second clock just put into play. I don't know. Sure.
7:39 on the clock.
Yeah, we're going to run a little clock. Our guys are not getting down yet. Down to 10.
And Monquel Cox in the backfield. There's the snap going back to Monquel.
In bounds.
Stay in bounds, Monquel.
Good 5-6 yards, yes.
And they will roll the clock.
Yep.
Good.
And a big gain. Positives and roll the clock.
6-yard gain. Bring up 2nd and 4.
We're going to go under 7 minutes, up 28-27. 20 seconds on the play clock. Cash back into the huddle.
Cash snapped it on 7 last time when I was watching. Let it get under 5. Snapped it at 3. Monquel still at tailback. Bunch to the bottom of the screen. Here's the snap going Monquel. Monquel's hit. Lose a yard.
Well, these guys have gotten extracurricular all night long.
63's been right in the middle of it.
Now it's 3rd and
I
5.
talked with some people outside of the Newport area and talked about Glen Rose. Said they play with a cockiness and a
very arrogant
type style. Helps them win a lot of football games. 3rd down and 4, guys. We need a 1st down.
6 minutes to go.
There's the snap going back to Monquel. Monquel cuts back 1st down. Hold on the ball, 1st down. Great job, Monquel Cox, and great blocking.
He turned on the afterburners when he saw that hole. Great blocking line. Created a great hole. I mean, we're working this side of the field over on their offense.
We can
the defensive line.
We can run some more clock here. 1st down and 10, and now the clock is moving where it's
5:42.
Wow.
That was a monster 1st down.
It was huge.
Here's Joe Brodus back.
There's the snap going to Joe Brodus up the middle. Joe Brodus, great running again. Joe Brodus.
Look at Connor Prince. What a job of blocking. Connor Prince taking on big number 63 and put him on his back.
Attaboy.
Run some clock, Hounds.
And Glen Rose will call a timeout.
Couple of things. Try to regroup, but more importantly, to stop the clock. Clock's running. 5:13 to play in this football game. Hounds leading the game 28-27. The one thing really, guys, and I'm not saying that you don't want to score, but you don't want to break a long one.
No.
And leave that much time and leave them going for 2 to tie.
No.
That is correct. You just don't want to do that. You want to score anytime you can score. But if you score and you hit your extra point, you're 35-27. So they could come down and score and go for 2 and be in a football game.
I'm going to publicly apologize right now because I had watched so much film and read so much stuff that I had bought into that other stuff. I cannot believe we're here in this position, and I'm proud we are.
I can. Never doubt the Greyhounds.
There's magic in those orange helmets.
There's magic in those helmets. Win or lose.
And this orange hat.
Trips to the bottom of your screen. There's the snap going Joe. Joe's going to get drugged forward. Great run by Joe.
We're coming up on 5 minutes to go, 4th quarter.
And 3rd and a very short 2, and the Hounds will continue to run some clock. Positives here need a first down, obviously.
Do you go for it on 4th down if it's 4th and short?
We're going to go get it right here.
Trips to the bottom of your screen again. Garrett Body up the top of the screen by himself. Joe Brodus tailback. There's snap. Joe Brodus, first down. First down, Greyhounds.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about. I wasn't worried about no 4th down. No, sir. 4 minutes and 30 seconds, and the Hounds still are driving. Leading 28-27.
You got to find it, guys. You got to keep finding it. You got to hold on to it. You got to reach down in your gut. You just got to feel it. You got to know you can win the football game.
We can eat this clock up if we keep the ball.
Still got time to run off the clock, run it, Cash. We're down to 10. He'll run it inside 5.
And there's the snap going Joe. Joe tries to spin off. Joe is hit for a loss.
Yep. Under 4 to play. We're up by a point. You still have to get a couple of more first downs. They're down to 1 timeout.
And you'd think they'd burn it the next play.
I do know this. I don't know. You have to get first down. You don't have to get them, but I don't think the Hounds will throw the football because if it is incomplete, it stops the clock, and the Hounds certainly want the clock to run and make them use their timeout before you throw. But that's John Bradley's job.
2nd and 12. There's the snap going back to Joe. Joe still on his feet. And then they blow the. Oh, no. I do not like that.
They have let it go all night long.
Joe's still spinning out of a tackle there. I do not like that.
Well, here's what I like about it is the clock is continuing to roll as we speak, and that's okay. They haven't set.
And they haven't set the
that guy
play
called
clock.
it a first down, and it's not a first down because it's 3rd down and 10. He just called it a first down, and now they're going to stop the clock because the coaches over there make that guy over there stop the clock. And why is this an official's timeout? Because the coaches from Glen Rose got on the field.
Was he there? He can't go over.
You can't, unless they burn the timeout there, you cannot do that.
No, you cannot.
You do not have to explain yourself to that guy.
No.
Even 3 minutes to go, 4th quarter. Hounds coming up on a 3rd and 10, leading 28-27.
You have to be better if you're the white hat guy. You have to be better there.
And the clock has to start now.
Well, it's still, you got 25 seconds to run the play.
Correct.
And they will start it. The official did mark first down. He was looking at it. We're actually back to the line of scrimmage. Which made it 3rd and 10. They put 10 more seconds on the clock.
But they still have to start the play clock.
Yeah, but they won't start the regular clock then if he was out of bounds. And I don't know that he was out of bounds, was he?
And the game clock has not started. Cash looking to pass. Cash throws it.
Great catch.
First down.
First down catch.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Had too many people in front, though. I don't think you'd have got it with everybody in front of it. Only 9 seconds came off, but the first down is major.
Yeah, it wasn't going to start because they said it was out of bounds, and they added 10 more seconds on the clock, so it was not going to
It's
start.
running now, brother.
Yeah, it will run now.
Run, baby, run.
Hounds are a first down away in 3 plays for a victory. I think they probably got it right.
But they shouldn't have had to go the other side of the field.
That is correct.
1st and 10. Heavy set. There's the snap. Going to go back to Joe. Great run, Joe. Hold on to the football, Joe. Great job, Joe Brodus.
Any other time they'd have stopped him, and blew the flag 5 yards ago.
Now you wonder, as the clock moves down, you wonder if those guys want to say, let him score.
Yes.
Go ahead and let him score, and let's see. And if you break a run, I'm telling you, you need to fall down. You need to fall down. 2:10 to play.
It's going to get under 2 minutes on this snap. 2nd and 2 for the Hounds. There's the snap, Joe Brodus. First down, Joe Brodus.
Now you got to.
They're feeling it here. Just a little early.
1:56 to play in this football game. A 5 seed on the road, playing a 1 seed, playing one of the top rated teams in the state of Arkansas. Clock will continue to move, and I assume they have one timeout left. Correct?
And what the 5 seed means is we were the last team in our conference to get in. I mean, as bad as I hate to say it, that's it.
And we were 7-3.
We're 7-3.
Most 5 seeds aren't 7-3.
No.
There's a snap going back to Joe.
That's a good play there.
It is. It's a great play.
It wastes time.
I cannot believe they're not letting him score. I mean, we're at 1:26.
It's going to get under a minute.
Well, they have a timeout left.
Now they've set it 1:14, play clock with 20 seconds on it. So we're going under a minute.
It's 2nd down and 10. Where's the ball, guys?
Inside the 24.
We're under a minute right now, and we do not have to score.
Ball security.
There's the snap going to Monquel. Monquel don't score.
Don't score. No, he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Now you can go to a knee one time. They call a timeout, and you go to a knee another time, and the Newport Greyhounds can win this football game.
Coach Bradley and Hinesley are talking about it right now.
They're talking about the book.
They're talking what you're talking.
And I'm telling them that's what we're going to do. I'm not coaching, but I tell you what I'm doing. I'm coaching.
You're coaching.
Garrett Body should have grabbed Monquel and tackled him.
Yes.
Well, we're at 45 seconds and the clock's running.
Yeah, it is running. It is running.
Clock running.
And we need to go to a knee here.
Go to a knee. Go to a knee. Go to a knee.
Don't score, guys.
What's going on?
Somebody called that. I really think Monquel was out of bounds, and the clock should not have started. So we're going to go back and look at this again. The officials are going to talk about it. There were 40-something seconds to play.
Do not let something cheap come right here from them guys. If you're the official, because you know it's coming.
It needs to be back up the 40-plus seconds.
Put it to 40. I think it was 45 seconds.
Or 41 maybe. I don't remember. Yeah.
Take the knee. They call the timeout. Take a knee again.
Clock runs out. You may have to take 2 knees. But I know the coach is talking about the book. What does the book say?
Put it at 4 minutes.
No, there's not that much time left. 28-27, the Hounds lead. We're knocking on the door.
Now it's 45 minutes on the clock.
We really...
I know y'all'd like to start all over.
We really don't want to score.
We got to wait till the clock's right. There we go, 45 seconds. Don't say anything. Take the knee, boys.
No pushing, no shoving. That's it.
They'll call a timeout if they have one, and they may not have one.
They have one.
I don't think they do. I don't think they do, folks. It's running.
That's ball game.
The clock has not been set. The 25-second clock has not been set yet. And now they have set the 25-second clock, and the clock will run. And the Newport Greyhounds will beat the Glen Rose Beavers on the road. What a huge victory for the Newport Greyhounds. Look at our kids. Our kids found a way. Our kids found a way to win the thing. 28-27, the Newport Greyhounds are moving on in the state playoffs. Bedlam on the field. Ben, get as many shots as you can.
Everybody's hopping the fence.
Yes. What an outstanding. We're going to keep it right here for a few minutes, guys. The Hounds win the football game 28-27. 28-27. You said the 1 point. You said the 1 point, Hayden. Obviously, the difference in the football game, and the Newport Greyhounds stun Glen Rose.
The defense.
Stun them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, you run back to plays, you go all night long. The answers, when it was 7-0, we gave up a touchdown on the first play of the game, a cheap touchdown, and you go, oh my goodness, how'd they get behind us? We answered, made it 7-7. They got another one. We answered, made it 14-14. They score went up 21-21 or 21-0. Listen, I can't even remember how it all happened. All I know is Tyrell Fryer's play, the kickoff return, was absolutely a magnificent, magnificent play. Shane Prince, you got to love it, my friend. You got to love it, baby. You got to love it. How about those Greyhounds? How about those Greyhounds?
I tell you what, not only Tyrell's kickoff return, but his interception.
Yes, huge in the football game.
I mean, he climbed the ladder and got that one.
The hard part about being a broadcaster, guys, is you got to be up here when you want to be down there. But I tell you what, it is an exciting time to be a Newport Greyhound, and I'll let you guys go down there if y'all want to go. Final thoughts, my friend Brian Prince.
Well, you know, on Facebook Live, I misspoke. We're hoping that Horatio wins so we can be home next week. And I believe that's the case.
That is correct. Horatio's got to win. They've got to beat McGee. If not, the Hounds will be on the road to McGee. And the Newport Greyhounds have stunned a Glen Rose Beaver team.
And they stunned Brian Prince. They stunned Hooten.
They just stunned the state of Arkansas.
I interviewed Coach Hinsley day before yesterday. And I'm going to tell you now, he told me off camera. He said, we're going to win that football game. He said, our kids are ready. He said, my kids are ready. I interviewed him last night. Was it last night?
Yep.
Interviewed him last night. And he said, our kids are going to win this football game. He said, I'm just telling you, we're prepared. We're ready. We are going to do it. We're going to win the football game. He told me that, and I believed him. It is a huge, huge football game for the Newport Greyhound program, for the Mark Hinsley era. Guys,
but the way everything started out, the wreck, fans not getting here, you know, not many in the stands, they come. That's just great.
Hayden Schultz, tell me about it, my friend.
I said when we blocked that PAT, that's going to be the difference in the ball game.
You did.
I want coffee and donuts in a couple of weeks.
I do,
David.
There you go.
I'll come off my diet for the morning for a donut.
Yes, sir. Well, as exciting as it was for us, it's devastating for those kids. They're high school kids, and our hats off to those guys. They had a remarkable year. They just ran into a tough 5 seed. There's not very many 5 seeds who are 7-3. And Bobby Joe, we're moving on, my friend. We're moving on. And we've got the coaches. Anything else, guys? I mean, I don't have to get off. I got all the time in the world.
Go Hounds.
Go Hounds.
Go Hounds.
Go Hounds, no doubt about it. And we'll have the coaches show and the player of the game coming up next. And the George Kell Motor Company player of the game is number 21, Julius Clark. Julius, pretty good game out there in that, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
How fun was it to play in one of those?
It was real fun, and we shocked the state.
Yes, sir, we did. Yes, not very many people gave us an opportunity. How did we do that? Tell me how we did it.
Well, Coach was talking about all week. Their weakness was thinking they're looking over to the next week, and they're just looking over us. And he said we had to show them.
We showed them, didn't we? Well, 5 seed most of the time doesn't. I mean, 5 seeds don't normally win, but we're not a normal 5 seed either.
They got a bad draw.
I said that during the broadcast, Julius. I did. I said they got a bad draw in this bracket. But I do know this: a couple of big plays. You make a huge catch down here in 3rd and long. Talk about that play first.
Yeah, me and Cash in the huddle, we were going through, and we was like, the play.
Right.
Yeah, and then I just got separation. I concentrated on the ball, and I caught it.
Yes, you did. It was huge. And a matter of fact, it was a play that actually allowed us to run out the clock. And I want to go back and talk about one other play that was a pretty big play in this football game, I guess. The block extra point, that was number 21, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about how you got in there. I mean, how'd that work? How you get in there and block it like that?
Well, before the play, I had a busted coverage over there. He had like a speed out, and I wasn't there in time. So I was like, I got to do something to make up for it. So I just timed the snap, and I just Just did it.
And the difference of the football game. The difference of the football. You play on both sides of the ball. You have opportunities to make great plays. I watch you out there blocking. You're a tremendous blocker. You're a tremendous player. I mean, for a 5 seed to come on the road and be a Newport Greyhound, what does it mean to be a Greyhound? Tell me about it. You know what? I was an old Greyhound. I don't know if you know. I was an old Greyhound back in the early 70s. This is an old Greyhound right here. I had 2 old Greyhounds with me up here, kind of young Greyhounds. Old Hayden, kind of young Greyhound. What's it like being a Greyhound, man?
It's great. It's
pretty good, isn't it? It is pretty good. Well, I do know this. I'm proud of your effort. I'm proud of where our Newport Greyhounds are. It's not so much about whether or not you can turn it on or turn it off, but tonight, and this man that I'm fixing to interview next told me last night, was it last night or night before that we interviewed? Anyway, Wednesday night, he said, our kids are ready and our kids will win this football game. He knew you would win the game. He said, we're ready to go. He just had that feeling.
And that's what he was talking about all week. It was like, they're very beatable, very beatable.
Absolutely. Julius Clark, what a great game tonight. Great block, tremendous catch. I appreciate you taking time to come up here and join us, my friend.
Thank you.
Julius Clark, our player of the game. I failed to say the George Kell Motor Company player of the game, and with Julius, and now the Subway coaches report. And Coach Mark Hansley, you told me, and you told me this week after we did our Facebook interview, you said, we're going to win this football game because we're prepared, and I've just got that feeling that our kids believe in this plan. We're going to execute this plan, and wow, we have shocked the world, except the folks in Newport, Arkansas.
Right, that's right. You know, we talked about it in pregame, is I felt like they didn't respect us. Nobody did, you know, like you said.
Right.
And I told the kids there's only one way to earn respect, and that is through out hitting and out hustling them. And
it just happened.
It just happened. Our kids played as better as I've ever seen them all year when they really had to come up with plays. And I'm glad I'm glad I'm part of it.
These guys score on the first play of the game about as easily as you can, and then we come right back and score, and then they score again, and then we come back and score, and it's back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Yeah. Little Ricky Morales. There's the great crew from 96.7. I know they had a great broadcast.
Oh, yeah, I bet they did.
We talked about you guys, and but Coach, just talk a little bit more about our kids' effort. It was just simply outstanding.
You know, you said it a while ago about preparation. We did. You know, we really come in. You know, we had that extra day of preparation on Friday after our game. We watched film, and I'm telling you, we had, and we talked about that the other night. We were so positive and so optimistic, and the kids were really fighting for those seniors.
Right.
They really feel, and I do too as a coach. Those seniors, I've rode them for the last 3 years. You know, they've done everything right, and that's what I'm coaching. That's what we're playing for, to keep those guys and just give them as many games as we can. And you know, I tell you, man, we earned the respect of this town. We earned the respect of this state tonight with a big win.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt about it in the fashion in which you did it, and the fashion in which we converted, you know, offensively on some third and longs right here down the stretch, and to keep the ball all the way down from taking it down here, way down here to way down there, and you know, going to the knee and
I know some people talk about how that's kind of a plan.
Sure.
You know, we always talk about slow scoring, and slow scoring in that situation was a must.
Absolutely.
There's only one way to score right there, and it's a slow score.
Or no score.
Or no score.
Yes,
you know, we were yelling right here to get out of bounds down here. We didn't want him to score.
Right.
You know, we were looking for a slow score. And, you know, the biggest play of the game is I don't know what even down the distance was, or the distance, but it was third and whatever, and we had to get this big conversion down here. And we threw just a deep out route, and Julius Clark come out of nowhere to get us our first down to keep it going. That was the biggest play, biggest turning point of what I think of the game, just because that was when we were on the ropes and we had to get a first down, and we did it.
A lot of huge plays. The Garrett body where we had run the quick 7 or 8 out, down and out 3 or 4 times during the game. Hayden said it on the broadcast. He said, sometime during the night, we're going to go down, out, down.
Yeah.
And we did. And actually, the safety came over. He was over the top. He was against the corner. Safety came over the top, and they were both kind of there. But Cash, a beautiful pass to Garrett body, and he breaks a tackle, touchdown.
They even called it on the field. They said, hey, if we do this, we're going to score. And sure enough, man, you know, you can't get any better when kids see stuff on the field.
Right.
They just have a feeling about it. And he knew, and they said, we'll score on this if we do it. And you know, just to the kids just to be in a game like that, and just to effort. I just can't say enough about how hard we played tonight.
I know as a coach, you know, you don't get up and remembering plays. I mean, they kind of get foggy to you because they have so many big ones. But the opening kickoff of the second half, to tie drill fire.
Yep.
He dropped it. He booted it. He kicked it. Yep. And then he finally got a hold of it and broke a tackle at the 7, and Katie barred the door. Good night.
I'm telling you, it's so far, it was in that far corner, and it's one of those plays where you're going, no, yes, because you're like, please, what's going on over there? No. And then all of a sudden and then you're right, Katie barred the door, he was gone. And, that's the quickest guy on our team. And when he got that open space and you had Garrett right there hanging on his hip, I knew that it was gone.
This game's not a perfect game. It's not a perfect game. But it's certainly as close to perfect as you can be when you go on the road and you're a 5 seed and you stun a number 1 seed and knowing that when we came down here that we had a chance to do it.
I told the kids on Friday that we were going to win, and here's why. Is because I felt that they're not respecting us was a weakness. Their strength was a weakness to us, and I felt like that was a weakness for them. And I also felt, we always made excuses, whether it was, every team we played was bigger than us, so they had more speed than us. And I told them there was no excuse this week. They didn't have the size advantage of us. They didn't have the athletic advantage, so we had no excuse this week. And I told them I didn't want to hear excuses, and I want to come out ready to play. And I'm telling you, they did.
They did.
And like we talked about, Raleigh go off the air with Julius, is that, you always talk about when you play a game of this magnitude and you a 5 against 1, you have to make plays in all 3 phases of the game.
Absolutely.
That's special teams, offense, defense. And this game really come down to a block extra point.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I tell these kids all the time how important special teams is, and I think they understand why that is.
Congratulations to you, my friend. A huge victory for the Hounds. Ben, before we get out of here, I want you to get a shot of these 3 young men down here. And Coach, congratulations. That's our radio crew, 96.7. Of course, that's Ricky, that's Shane, that's Big Kevo right there. And guys, before we get out here, congratulations to y'all. I know y'all had a great broadcast, and it's Go Hounds on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go Hounds!